Hi everybody. I'm sure you can tell, but I'm so excited because I'm in the garage. You can tell by the camera shot. This is what we're going to do today. I sound funny because I do have my PPE on. Gloves, mask. I've got my glasses on so I don't have goggles on, but if I didn't have my glasses, I would definitely have my goggles. This is a plate. The day that I hurt my leg, this is the plate that me and Cora were working on. You see what happened? It bubbled up really, really bad. Well, I removed as much as I could off of it. I'm still not going to throw it out yet. I'm hoping that we can still salvage this. Now, this we did with 10-minute cure resin. Then we used alcohol inks on top of it. Then we put a layer of clear epoxy resin. What I'm going to try to do is put another layer of 10-minute cure right here to fill this up. Then I'm going to put this heat transfer iron on that I got from Temu. It's a fox, and she loves foxes. And I'm going to try to put that right there. And then we're going to cover it with a thin coat of clear epoxy resin. But before we start on this, what I do to get my heat transfer ready, and I don't have to have my mask for this. Woohoo! I can get that off for a minute. Okay. I'm taking it out. I'm going to leave it on here. You don't have to leave it on the plastic, but... And it's not sticky. And I want to make it sticky. I want to make it so where it's going to stick to the resin. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this. It's a Lean's Tacket. And I'm going to just squirt some. That's probably way too much. I'm going to take my silicone spatula and I don't want to waste this stuff, but I do want to make sure that I get it all over the design. And I just want a good thin layer. It does not have to be thick at all. I just want to make sure that I get it over the design area. As you can see, I'm scraping it off. Because I don't want it real thick. I just want a coating that will make it tacky, and when this dries, it will. It will make it tacky. and it needs to dry. See, I've got way too much, so I'm actually going to put it back into the bottle. And probably make a mess as I do it. Let me show y'all. Oop. Wow, that's slippery. Okay, good enough. I'm going to throw that away. I'm getting a wipey over here if I can get it out. You know, some wipies come out of these things better than others. I'm going to get the glue off my hands because I don't want my gloves to be sticking. And I'm just cleaning off my spatula. I need another one of these, I think. Okay, good enough. We're going to close that up and get the glue off of the bottle, and I just lost the top. Thankfully it was right there and I was able to find it fairly quickly. Okay, now while I'm going to set this aside, I want this to dry. While that is drying, I got glue on the thing over here. I am going to wipe this off. This is rough. I don't know if I can salvage this or not, but we're going to try. I've got 2 of those iron-on transfers, so if I have to make it all over again, then I will. But it will give you an idea of how to use the heat iron-on transfers. Y'all have seen me buy bukus and bukus of those on Temu, and I've used them before. I did the dragon plate that I gave to Kyrie, and that was a heat transfer, iron-on transfer that I did, and it went smoothly without any kind of problem whatsoever. I tried to finish this up after I fell, and that was the issue. That needs to be over just a little bit so you can see what I'm doing here. Okay. I have this little cup. I don't know how much it's going to take, okay? So I'm going to do a little cup like that at first. And I have these little green cups. And I'm just going to fill them up both with A and B and mix them in this little cup and see if I can get, because I don't want it real thick. And I am putting my mask up back on. So I'm going to sound funny for a minute. And I have heard, I don't know if it really makes a difference or not, but I have heard that it's better. This is the 10-minute cure polyurethane resin. I have heard, ooh, wee, that's filled to the top, that it's better to put part A in first and then add part B last. Something to do with the fact that part B, oh Lord have mercy, this is the one that has the child-proof cap, and B always gets stuck on me for some reason. The A cap, no, the B cap always. Okay, we've got B in there. And I got them turned upside down in case I need to use more. And of course, this cures really fast, so you have to stir it pretty fast. It is so thin, and that's what I'm hoping. Because it is so thin, I will be able to get all these grooves and everything covered up with this. So you'll see two different things today. You'll see if you can take a piece that looks like crap, that most people would I'm moving it over here in the light so I can see better. I'm having a hard time. That does not look stored up good enough for me. My light up underneath my table here has gone out, so I've got another light shining on this. And I am, okay, it's starting to heat up, so we're going to pour. I want it to get into, I know you can't see where it is, but I can see where the lines are that I want it to fill. And if it goes over it, that's fine. I don't care if it goes over it. I'm trying to get it in there just a little bit more. I don't want the white to be out here. And I am going to take some alcohol and I am wiping it. And I am working against the clock here, and I know it. Okay, it's starting to get thick, so I need to leave it alone. Okay. Cleaning off my spatula. I'm going to change my gloves out since I was sticking my fingers right down in there. Oh. What is that? Oh, come on. Okay, I was able to get it out of there. I wonder if this is getting dry. Oh yeah, that's lovely. Can you hear that when I do this? You can hear that it's getting tacky. Oh yeah, it's sticky. I'm going to take my heat gun real fast, so hold your ears. Oh, no, it's not plugged in. Okay. We're just waiting for this. And I will bring you back when that is ready to go. Okay. It is cured enough. I have gone around so the edges wouldn't be so stark. And I will show you. I didn't do it all because I wanted to show you. I'm taking a micro brush and alcohol ink, and I'm just putting a little bit on the brush and tapping it along the edges in a non-random, I mean, yes, a random, not a pattern by any means. And then I put a little bit of the blue alcohol ink in here because it's both blue and green. And it's just to give it more of the same, and you can see the outline, you can, but it's not as stark. Okay. Now I'm going to take this and I am going to dry it. You should probably let this set longer than what I'm going to let it set, for time reasons, because once I get the iron-on heat transfer on this, I'm going to have to put a coat of clear epoxy on here, so we're talking about at least another 2-hour wait on the heating mat before I can finish this video. And I'd really like to get it up tonight, but you know, it may be tomorrow, it may be Thursday. But I'm doing it, and I think it's about 6 o'clock on a Wednesday right now. Okay. I think that should be fine. Now what I'm going to do, I normally would pull this off, but because there's so many little pieces that are not part of the big, I'm going to try to lay it down fairly centered. And because there's glue on it, it should stick. All these little pieces should stick. Now, I've never done it this way before. I've always peeled it. So we'll find out together. But with this tack over glue, it should stick to it. I'm hoping it sticks to it. Take a popsicle stick. This reminds me of the rub on transfers, but this is not a rub on transfer, y'all. Do not think it is. This is a heat iron-on transfer that I have applied that to the back. And I'm just making sure that there's no air bubbles. And I'm hoping it's going to stick. And when I pull the paper off, the iron-on transfer is going to stay. That's what I'm hoping for. Oh, wow. Okay. Can y'all see that? I'm zooming in, y'all. I'm changing it. You see this part right here? Now, I want you to watch this. You know how iron-on transfers, when they release from the paper, you see what's happening? Oh wow, this is pretty awesome, y'all. So this is almost like using it as a rub-on transfer. Oh, this is wild. That way you can tell if it's on. Oh my gosh, this is wild, y'all. Y'all can see that, right? You can see the difference. That is just wild. Oh, I hope it's sticking. This is not turning like the other. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, there it goes. I want to try something though. It's not sticking, y'all. Yeah, that's not working. Well, that part of it is. Okay. I lost a couple of pieces. Okay. Now, I do not. I'm going to show you something. These baby wipes are not. Okay, I've got a baby wipe. It's got green on it now because of the alcoholing. Okay, I got a baby wipe that I put a little bit of alcohol on. Now I'm just dabbing. I'm not rubbing. Except for right there. I want that piece. Okay, I'm just dabbing. And I hope you can see what I'm doing. I'm removing the extra glue that was on the edges, and it does come off, and I hope you can see this. I don't want that in there. I think it's going to make it look foggy if I leave it. Now, I could be wrong. It might just blend right in. Like those pet transfers, you know, stickers. They sort of blend right in too. But I don't have my X-Acto knife down here. Okay. But the good thing about this is it's sticking. Resin is not going to get up underneath. And see, it is pulling all that little bit of glue that was, it's pulling that off. Okay, let me zoom back in. Okay, so you can see the whole picture. Okay, there is no air bubbles. I'm just making sure that I don't have little pieces that I don't want showing up. And alcohol on a little baby wipe will get rid of most of that. Hope y'all can see that. I don't like the look of that right there. That might be the resin, so I'm going to leave it alone. What I'm going to do, since I don't like the look of it, I'm going to get this little piece that stayed on. I'll pop it on right there. To cover it up. That's what you can do. If there's an area that you don't like, okay, get this. Okay, good enough. Good enough. Yep, I see a spot right there. Maybe that will disappear. I think that's part of the resin, so we're going to leave that alone. Okay. And then I'm going to mix up some, let me get my, see if I can get that up here. And go ahead and get that up here. And get it ready to go. And I'm just going to pour enough to cover that. So, I am looking for my cups. Okay. Let me get that. Clean this out. That looks clean. Okay, and I'm using that. And I'm going to use, I'm going to try 60. I don't know. I have the pumps here. So I'm going to do 30. And I'm using the T-Expert epoxy resin crystal clear. And it's in the pump back here. And I am pumping it out. It does take a while. I'm sorry if you could see my arm. It does take a while to pump this out. Okay, that's right at 30. I'm going to warm that up a little bit before I put the bee in. Unless I'm using my heat gun. That's what I'm doing. You can do that in these silicone cups. You cannot do that in the plastic cups. Believe you me, I've done it before. You melt the cup. And yes, I do have my PPE on my face. That's why I sound weird. He's got the filter on it. Okay. So I've got 30 of A, and so now I'm going to put 30 more of B to bring it up to the 60 ml line. And heating it up should help. The B comes out a whole lot faster than the A does. That's weird. I love the pump, y'all. Okay. And heating the A up really, really made a difference. It's not that thick, goopy. I mean, it's still thick, but it's not goopy. And I'm not worried about the bubbles. Ugh, this mask. I'm not worried about the bubbles. Because I'll use my heat gun to get most of them out. And T-Expert is real good about bubbles anyway. I really like T-Expert's epoxy resin. Quite a bit, actually. I like Nick Pro's epoxy resin also. And you don't hear a lot of people talk about Nick Pro, but they have really good. Now, their epoxy is thinner and it takes longer to cure. But when it does, it's rock hard, it's crystal clear, and very, very, very few bubbles. Okay, I'm ready to get this mask off. I know that much. Let me look over here in the light. Make sure that I've got it mixed up good. And there are bubbles, but I think I'm going to be able to blow these bubbles out. And I am scraping the bottom, and I am scraping the sides as I mix. Okay. Oh, I hope this is going to be enough. I'm afraid it is not going to be. Not even close. Let me blow. Ew. I'm cleaning the resin off of my heat gun. Okay, let's see here. I'm trying to get, I think it's a little off level. And that one piece, that one last piece that I put in there is not sticking. I'm going to take it out because that's the only piece that is sticking up. I'm just checking to make sure if the resin is on all of this, and I think it is. So I think we're going to cover this up. We're going to cover this up. I'm going to turn this on. I'll show you how I do that. Turning it on, you go to settings. I want it on 2 hours. And I'm going to leave it on the 122. I don't want to put it on the high setting. It's the lowest setting that they have. I'm going to cover it up and I will be back when it's cured. Hi y'all, I'm back. This has been sitting on here for about 2.5 hours. Now I came down here, and I'm going to turn it off. I came down here to check on it and it was still tacky. And the top of it hit right along in here. And so I decided, and you'll see the glitter. I decided to put glitter while it was still tacky and highlight areas. I put a little bit in the eyes. I put a little bit in the nose. I don't know if you can see the glitter or not. Trying to correct that, and I think I did a pretty good job of that. I sort of like the glitter, and I sort of like the way the eyes and the nose, and it's in different spots. But she is going to absolutely love this. And this is a heat transfer, and I'm thinking it's done. Now the top of this was sort of setting off the curing mat. Yeah, it's not quite done. You see that? But we're going to go ahead and take it out. We're going to go ahead and take it out of here. And I'm going to try not to touch it. It's done enough to demold it. I'm going to have to clean up areas and stuff. But I'm very, very happy with this. I love the way that it turned out, and I think she will really like it too. And it's still really warm. And I hope you can see the glitter, the way it shines. But yes, this is very, very pretty. And while I've got you here, I wanted to go ahead while I had the light, which I've had to turn the light off for this, but let me turn the light back on again, if I can find it, so I can show you the necklaces that I made last night with the chains. I got the chains all on, and they're in the gift boxes. So, and I dropped them on the way down here, so I don't know if you're going to be able to see them better. I'm thinking you're going to be able to see them better this way, but now they're all... This is Ashley's, and it's stuck to the cotton. But yeah, you can definitely see them better. I just love the colors of that. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you these two. I think this is the one that I did for Cora. And it's on the chain. It's just a simple, thin chain. But look at the color of that. And it changes. You see how it changes depending on how... I absolutely love these. And I knew you could see them better with the camera like this, so I thought I would go ahead and show you. And I got to get more cotton. But this is Kyrie's, and she's got the same chain. But look at the vibrancy on those. Look at the way when the light hits and the color. It is just wonderful. And this is sort of setting down. Let me see if I can pull it up so the light can get to... Yeah, now the light can get to it. It just slipped back down again. Oh well. There it goes. Now the light can get to it. Those are actually very, very pretty. So that is it for this video. I am pleased to be back down in the garage. Now my leg is bleeding a little bit tonight. It's the first time it's done that, so I don't know if I've overdone it or not. But we will see how it feels tomorrow. And if it's okay, I will be right back down here tomorrow. If not, it's going to be upstairs and me doing something either with clay or UV resin. But I will be doing something. This is the heat iron-on transfer, y'all. This is a huge one. You can do the small ones. You can, you don't have to start on something this big. But you saw it was ruined. I thought it was ruined. And it wasn't. And I was able to fix it. And I am very, very pleased with the outcome. And I think Cora Ann will be too. And with that, if you liked it, please hit the thumbs up button. Y'all know it's very, very important. I do appreciate it because y'all are so good about doing that. Please leave a comment and just let me know you watched it. Say hello. I love to hear from all of y'all. If you have any questions, please, leave them in the comment, and I'm happy to answer them. The Facebook group, the link to that is in the description. We would love to have you over there. Facebook group gets to know quicker what I'm putting out and what's going on, because I can do that with Facebook. I can't do that with YouTube. So I don't know if I can do this. I don't like talking to you and not seeing you, and I have no idea. Let's see if we can do this. You're looking at... Woohoo! Okay. Well, Yeah, okay. I'm going to hold it back. I'm just going to say thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you've not subscribed, please think about doing it. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. It's the little cat at the bottom of the page. And thank you for being here. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I had so much fun being in the garage. I have missed it terribly. I hope you enjoyed it. I did. I hope y'all have a great night. And I know I'll see you again, hopefully, God willing. I will see you again before Christmas. But I want to wish each and every one of you a very, very Merry Christmas. Alrighty. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. If I can turn this off now.